Let's take a look at the radar chart component. It can be found under the Charts tab of the component palette. So here's the radar chart. The radar charts, also known as web charts or spider plots, display multivariate datasets as two-dimensional polygons. This radar chart here is showing us 8 different process values as spokes with equal angles between them. As you can see, there are 2 sets of polygons that get drawn on the radar chart. The white polygon in the back is showing us the set point value for each of the process values, meaning what we want the process values to be at. Since different process values have different set points, the chart will normalize the set point so that each point is drawn in the center of the spoke, drawing a circle. The second polygon, the light blue semi-transparent one in the front, is showing us the current value of each of the process values. Since we want the process values to be as close to the set point as possible, the polygon should look like a circle. When the process value is outside of the set point, it is very easy for us to point out, like you see here, where the third one is clearly outside of the set point. The fifth one is inside of the set point. So essentially, it's easy for us to identify if multiple process values are within normal ranges or not. Now, the way that we use this component is there's a property called data. That's a data set. If I look in the data set, there are multiple rows of data. Every row here would be a spoke on the radar chart. You need at least 3 rows in order for this chart to display correctly, so 3 or more. So here I happen to have 8. Every row is going to have a value, which is the current process value, and a min and max. The min and max is the way to normalize the different process values. So you can specify what you want the set point to be. So the set point value is 50. Then you go plus or minus a value for the min and max, so that the set point value is drawn right in the middle of that of the radar chart for the white in the background there. Once you add these rows, of course you need to link them to tags in order for them to update. So you can actually bind the data set property here to a cell update where you can link it to various tags. In fact, we make it very easy for you. You can just drag tags onto the component to use it. So for example, I can go over here and take my amps tag, drag it onto the chart, and it's going to say adding this binding will erase the existing chart. Do you want to continue? I'm going to say yes, because I'm starting a new one from scratch. I'm going to take the level tag, drag it over there, take the pressure tag. So as you see, once you have 3, then it starts looking correct. Now I'm going to put the temperature tag on here, so I have 4 spokes that I can work with. And here it's going to be a triangle. The more spokes you add, the closer to a circle it's going to be. Then you go inside the data set here and you can specify what you want the mins and maxes to be so that you can normalize what you want those set points to go at. So if you look at mine right now, it's clear that a couple of them are definitely outside the set points. Like the first one is far below the set point, and the last one over here is just outside the set point. So we're pretty close. It's that first one's the outlier. So basically you can have as many of these as you want. Typically on the outside over here, you kind of put a label to let the operator know what each one of those spokes represent, which process value that's there. You can also show the current value, maybe as a label like this, to provide more information to the screen. As far as the appearance of the radar chart, you can change the colors of each of the polygons and of course of the background of that chart.